Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Daily Dangle. I'm Rod Zawacky, and I'm glad you're here joining me here on the Tuesday slate. Hey, we got a smaller slate on the NHL. Just me today. We got 5 games I'm going to go over here with you guys here on the Tuesday action. Hope you're having a good Tuesday to kick it off. Hey, Monday, can't complain. Pretty good day. We had the Oilers get us the win. My homer play got the job done. Taking a shot at the Kings. Hey, that didn't fare so well. Colorado's still rolling along. It is what it is there. Off that big slate, what else we have yesterday? That looking at, we had overtime Carolina 3-2 in the Rangers game. So we had the under in that one. That cruised to the under. Panthers over Washington. Florida's looking like they're starting to turn their season around. We'll talk about them shortly. Columbus come into Ottawa, upset them. It was that big Allmark news. That's tough on that Ottawa squad. Columbus took advantage. Hey, we had Calgary. Calgary got the job done there. Buffalo, as I said, continue to roll it along. Nashville got the win over the Mammoth Sharks, beat the Ducks. Minnesota, hey, beat up the Golden Knights there in that one. And then the Canucks dance and there against the Kraken. Needed the shootout to get the job done, but hey, still got the job done. Now it kind of looks back at Monday's action, but hey, let's head into Tuesday's slate. But before we do, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate that you're here joining me on the Tuesday Daily Dangle. We're here 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Well, almost 365 days a year because hockey probably doesn't go that much, but it sure seems like hockey goes over a good chunk of the year. Giving you some leads, giving you some looks, giving you some games that we go over here in this one. But hey, if you're looking for my best bets, those are always found over at Tony'sPicks.com. Best bets, premium picks. Quick link in the description. Without further ado, let's get into these games here on Tuesday. First game we got on the slate, we got the New Jersey Devils heading in to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Devils, not playing good hockey. Off to a good start, but slumping a little bit as this Devils squad. And coming into this one, what have the Devils been doing? Well, not playing so good as I said, on a little 3-game losing streak. Back on the 27th. Lost 4-3 to Washington in that one. And you look at the Leafs, hey, same thing. 3-2 to Detroit. The Leafs lost. So both of these teams off of OT losses. Head-to-head between these two teams, we've seen one meeting already. Back in October, Devils got a win. So Leafs looking for a little bit of revenge, as they say here in this one. For me, I think the only way to go is grabbing it under. I think this is a low-scoring one. And books got this at 7 in some places, but I think if you can find yourself a 6.5 here, I like the 6.5. Search for that if you can find it here in this matchup. I think it's a low-scoring one, 1st to 3. Even if someone pops an empty net or 4-2 at best, at the 6.5 mark, you want to grab the under here in this one between the Devils and Toronto, two teams that have times struggle to light the lamp. As I said, looking at these numbers, Devils over the last 5 games struggling to score 1.8 goals a game is what they've been doing. But hey, give it to them defensively. So I think they're able to hold the Leafs down, only allowing 2.2 goals a game over those over that 5-game stretch. So as I say, I think the under is the play. Lean to the Leafs to get the job done. As the Devils, hey, it's still December, right? Guess what? 20-5 in December are these Devils to the under. Hey, that wraps up game 1. Let's head on over to another good game we got going. We got the Montreal Canadiens in to take on the Florida Panthers. Panthers on the back-to-back after having to play yesterday. So who's getting the start here? Florida. Looks like Tarasov, most likely. Expected, not confirmed. Montembeault for Montreal here in this matchup. And you look at this game. I mean, Montreal's played their better hockey out on the road. 10-3-5 on the road this season as this Montreal squad. Florida, hey, they always play their better hockey at home, 13-8-2. Last 10 games, 7-3. Montreal, hey, not bad over the last 10. Winners of 6 hockey games. And head-to-head between these two teams, this is the first meeting of the year. And it's been dominated by Montreal in the last 5. They've won 5 straight against these Florida Panthers. As I said, and looking at this one on the road, it's a back-to-back spot. You look at Florida in this back-to-back spot. How have they fared? Let me have a look. I think they're 1-2 at home. if I'm not mistaken, or they're 1-2 on the year. Just double check. Just nobody likes any bad information, so let's get you some solid one. I believe it's 1-2 on the back-to-back, if I am not mistaken, for this Florida squad. 1-3, my bad. So 1-3 is this Florida squad. 1-1 at home on the back-to-back spot. For me here, though, Montreal Tuesday night 2-0, but Montreal out on the road, as I said, playing some pretty good hockey. And then following a loss out on the road, 4-2 to Montreal. And then versus one of these marginal teams that are winning about 50 to 60% of the games, Montreal out on the road is 3-1. An over might not be a bad play. I think we see some goals. Montreal out on the road versus teams with winning records this season, 6-0 to that over. I think I might have just talked myself into an over here in this one. But you'll look at poor offensive teams that are only mustering up about 26, 27 shots. Florida doesn't fare so well against those teams. 1-3 at home this season. So all the values on Montreal, but we're going to grab the over here. Montreal and Florida. I think that's the better play here in this one. Hey, that wraps up game number 2. Let's head on over to game number 3. But before we do, let's see who's joining me here today. Hey, shout out Bruce Green joining me here today. Shout out, Bruce. What up, buddy? Going over the hockey. Smaller slate today, only 5 games. But hey, glad you're here joining me. Joan in the house. Shout out, Joan. I'm glad you're here joining me as well. That's got a good shot. I don't want the Butler did it. Definitely good shot that the Butler did it there in that one over Creighton today. Definitely worth the sprinkle. All right, let's get back to it. We got 3 more games to get to. We got Carolina heading into Pittsburgh to take on the Penguins. And you look at this matchup here in this one on Tuesday, and you look. We be looking. Carolina's starting to pick up their play, playing some pretty good hockey. 24-11, 51 points. 10 points clear of Pittsburgh. It's looking like it's going to be Skinner, most likely getting the start here for the Penguins, and that is confirmed. Anderson for Carolina. Carolina looking like they're going to need a goalie, Kochekov, out for the season, I believe, with that injury. So, and most likely it's Anderson here in this spot. So, Carolina's in search for a goalie department as well. Gostisbehere injured, Jarvis injured, Slavin definitely dealing with some injuries is this Carolina squad. But hey, so are the Penguins. No Malkin, suspended period for him. Carlson, Jones, man, and then we know what the Penguins have been doing defensively. Last 5 games, giving up 3.8 goals a game. Here's another over. I think you look at Penguins, 4 goals a game. So both these squads have been giving it up defensively over the last 5 games to the tune of almost 4 goals each. And offensively, though, Carolina can keep up the scoring. And they take shots, like lots of shots, especially out here on the road. They average about 32 shots a game here in this one. Can the Penguins keep that shot total down? If Skinner can start off the game and make some good saves, he'll usually gets better as he rolls along. But can he do it here? Back in a Pittsburgh squad is just something I can't do. Maybe that's the spot. Everybody's like, I better take Pittsburgh. I don't know about that. It's a back-to-back spot here for Carolina. So let me have a quick little look for everybody, see what Carolina's done in the back-to-back spot. It is almost the coin flip price. I think Carolina should be favored a little bit better here in this one. But back-to-back days, 2-3, 1-1 out on the road is Carolina. As I alluded to, this Pittsburgh squad as a home dog, 1-5 this year as a home dog. Yeah, not touching this Pittsburgh squad. And against good offensive teams, that as I alluded to, that shot total where they shoot over 29 to 30 shots a game, like Carolina will in this game. Pittsburgh doesn't fare so well. 0-2 at home, only 1 way to go. I think Carolina beats up on the Penguins here. Take the Hurricanes on the puck line in this one. All right, let's head on over to game number 4 we got on the 5-game card. We got the Islanders heading in to take on the Blackhawks here in this one. And you look in this matchup, who's going to start? We're looking Knight is confirmed to get the start here. It most likely Riddick getting the start here for the Islanders as Sorokin's still on the IR, and I haven't heard news that he's been pulled off that IR yet. So most likely it's be Riddick getting the bulk of the heavy duty. I know we got some Blackhawk fans in the chat, definitely, that love Chicago here. Throw it to you guys. Any news on Bedard? I know he's out there skating around a little bit, but when's his return date? Haven't heard an official date on when he's supposed to get back in the lineup, and that's what the Blackhawks have been needing. They need his scoring punch, and definitely missing it. So hey, looking at this one, this will be the first meeting of the year between these two. They do a lot of you win one, I win one. Home cooking usually been the cooking. You look at the last 5 meetings head to head, the home teams got the win in all these ones. So if you go by default, as Chicago's due for a little win. Islanders, I think the better squad should be priced a little higher than what they are. So I wouldn't mind anybody getting on the Islanders here in this one. But usually when these two teams get at it, it's a higher score than one. Last time they met, it was 5-3. Before that, 5-4, 4-3. 3 of the last 4 have got up and over this total. This is a tough game, tough matchup here, as I said. But I think with Spencer Knight going, he keeps you in games. So I'm going to take a shot here with the Blackhawks, especially Riddick. You keep riding him for too long. He's a backup. How long can you ride him? Give it to him. He's played well as the backup, but here is the as the long-term solution for the Islanders, I don't know. I think eventually you're going to start to see some regression from Riddick. I'm going to take the shot with the hometown crowd in this one. Give me Chicago. All right, that wraps up game number 4. Let's head on tomorrow. So, hey, shout out Kevin. Should be in the lineup tomorrow. So, hey, good shot here to take the Islanders. I'm going to take a shot here with the Island or with the Blackhawks in this one. Let's head on over to the last game we got on the slate. We got the Canucks in the back-to-back spot. Got themselves a nice little shootout win yesterday. Philadelphia still on this West Coast trip. Who's going to start? Looks like Vladar most likely gets to start for the Flyers. Demko is confirmed for these Canucks. And you look, what have these Canucks done on the back-to-back spot this season? So far, we've seen the back-to-back teams haven't fared so well. All below sub 500 having these teams on the back-to-back. So let's see the Canucks, if they've done any better on the back-to-back situation here. Scrolling along, and we're checking it out. Let's see here. Back-to-back games for these Canucks. 4-3. They've actually fared pretty well in the back-to-back spot. These Canucks 2-1 at home is well in this back-to-back spot. Probably is after playing a road game. That first game back at home, they've yet to get a win. This Canucks team 0-6. First game back at home off of a road trip. And against an explosive offensive team like this Flyer squad is that's scoring over 3+ goals, they're 1-8 at home. Canucks not bad on the back-to-back, but this Flyers squad coming in against a bad defensive team like the Canucks that give up over 3 goals a game. They're 6-3 out on the road against these teams. And on Tuesday night so far this year, this Flyer squad's perfect. So, hey, it's one of those nights they get up for. Remember a couple nights ago we were betting the Flyers on a Sunday. 0-16 are the Flyers on a Sunday. Well, so far this year, 5-0 on Tuesday. Taco Tuesdays doing the Flyers well. Only one way for me to go here in this one. Give me the Philadelphia Flyers to take advantage of a Canucks team on the back-to-back. There's a reason the Flyers are favored in this one. I'll take Dan Vladar over Demko. Should be a good game, but give me the Flyers in this one. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning into the Daily Dangle. Appreciate everybody. That brings us to the player prop, game in the future, parlay. Leave it up to the camera to the side or me today in that matter to see what I got for you. Let's see. We hit it with Marchand yesterday. If you would have got that goal, any timer, we got that one. What are we going to go with today? Today, I think we're going to go with two-teamer and NHL for you. A little parlay, as they say. Two-teamer. We're going to take the Montreal Canadiens on the money line, and we're going to throw in this Philadelphia Flyers squad on the money line. Two-teamer for you today here on Tuesday. Hey, thanks, everybody, for joining me here on the Tuesday slate. We'll be back again tomorrow, or tune in this afternoon, 5:15 p.m. Eastern, for the happy hour show, where we'll cover the rest of the card. And we'll have your usual guest, Ron, should join me. Brian should join me as well. So have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. DeAndre in the chat. Hey, shout out DeAndre. Thanks for joining me here on the Daily Dangle. Good to see you, buddy. Nicholas Handy joining me as well. Shout out Nicholas Handy. Shout out Kevin in the chat giving us tuning in. Good old Tom Miggs joining us as well. So, hey, thanks everybody that tuned in today. Good luck to Butler. Tom Miggs loving Butler today. So, hey, have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. See you guys again soon for the Happy Hour Show. Take care, everybody. See you soon.